Oh!
Yeah!
Oh my gosh! That was insane. That was insane. That was nice. Alright, you're lining them back up, or is it? We're gonna go. Let's go.
I have never seen a move.
This is a move. This is a move.
Oh my goodness. Like marinara is lost in the sauce.
Alright, one last one.
If he can. Let's go, Blue. Come on, Blue. Give it up for Blue.
Hey everybody, I'm Nathan Blue. I just want to share what this group has meant to me. So I came in not really knowing what it'd be about, if these people actually cared about Jesus or if they were just doing it to jack around and have fun, stuff like that, because I really wanted to be involved in a Bible study that just really cared about Jesus. So I came in there just not knowing what to expect, and I came and I was like, oh my goodness, these guys care, and it was a community, and they were all walking with the Lord, and they were, you know, sharing good things with each other, loving on each other, praying for each other, all these good things. And but the thing I was most shocked about is every week we did this thing where we would share our stories. So our life stories, which includes our walk with Jesus and our growth in faith and our struggles, our friends, girlfriends, you know, all that good stuff. And it was just cool to like hear people's stories and hear what they were struggling with, because there were things that I was struggling with, or hear what they needed help with because I could help them with that. Or just to learn more about them. Like, you usually don't get to have these talks with people, and it's just it allows you to open up and just say what you need to say, and know that like it's confined in that group and their brotherhood with you. And I think it's also really cool to do it with football guys or people on your team, because it just it brings you closer together, and you're playing for something bigger than yourself once you're part of these kinds of groups. So yeah, y'all should definitely get this started in your grade and love on each other and become a brotherhood.
Give it up for Blue.
Hi. What's up, boys? Cade. So, everyone knows you.
What's your last name?
Hey, introduce yourself.
Let's see. So about about a year and 2 months ago, about last June, me and the student named Zane Miners had an idea, and it was, what if we started a football Bible study? And like at that time, I would say like my faith and just like what it was really like to just know the Lord truly and to live through Him was not at all where it should be, and how the Lord wants us to be. And but randomly He just kind of put that on my heart that like we should start this. And you know, I've known Zach, he grew up with my older brother, but you know, a couple years ago we really became super close, and he's been like a brother to me since freshman year. But yeah, so I would say, you know, last June, you know, me and Zane, we started just calling a couple of guys up, and we were like, hey dude, like we want to just start a little Bible study, and just, you know, see where it goes. And from that point on, like my life has never been the same. Just, you know, the fellowship and the relationship with my friends, it's so much deeper than just stupid conversations and pointless talks, but it's about growing deeper with each other, and really about what's going on in life, and talking about stuff that you're sometimes too shy to talk about, and just really what it means to be a man of faith. But from that point on, I think we had about 5 or 6 guys at our first one, and like we were pumped about that. We were like, dude, we got 6 guys, like this is gonna be sick. And we had no idea where the Lord was taking us on that. Fast forward to this June, we took 15 guys, and I think only like 3 or 4 of them were in that original 6. So, well, to back it up, at the end of the season, I think we were ranging about 17 guys per week. So Weekend State Championship game against South Lake Carroll, we had 17 guys at my house for Bible study. And like, dude, like y'all don't realize, like y'all can ask any of these dudes over here that were there,
every single week, like like it's gonna sound crazy, but the first priority of that week, like state championship was definitely up there, but like we were looking forward to that Tuesday after school, because like that's just a time to like, we weren't playing for Westlake then. We weren't playing for us. We were playing for the Lord, and to use that opportunity to for what he's putting us there in that position for, and that was to glorify Him as much as we can. And so I think we had about 17 guys there, and after that season, we had some seniors kind of go on, and I think we probably lost over half of them. And since then, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we had 15 or 16 guys again. And like, y'all don't realize like how much it means when Blue shares his story on Tuesday and we get to wake up on Wednesday morning. And like, if y'all don't share your testimonies with anybody, like you're never gonna really know the truth. You're just gonna know parts of them and what their bio is in a way. And like, never the true them. But like, when somebody can truly share their testimony and share what's going on in their life, like that just means so much, because I know, like, immediately me and Blue have such a deeper just relationship, and nothing against the guys that aren't in our Bible study, but like I'm just so much closer with the guys that are there every single week, and just there as much as possible, because I'm getting to know the real them and do the most loving thing possible, and that's talking about Jesus. And I remember getting that quote from this dude over here videoing that the most loving thing you can do with somebody is talk about the Lord, and that's definitely just the most true thing ever. So yeah, like this group has definitely just changed my life, and it's been pretty sick. So I just encourage y'all. These two dudes are probably gonna be one of y'all's leaders, so just hit them up, dude. Like, y'all don't realize how freaking dope it was when I walked in and I saw like 30 of y'all out here. Like, that gets me so fired up that like y'all are even here in the first place. Like, it's not an accident that y'all are here. God's put y'all here for a reason, and that's pretty cool. So just want to share that. It's been pretty cool to have these guys. We have a fun time, but Virgin Islands was definitely one of those cool things and thankful things I've ever been a part of. Just to live with each other and to bond together and talk about the Lord daily. So, and then one more thing with the testimony part, is it's really cool to hear it, like hear, for example, Blue again, to hear his testimony for the first time and to really hear about him. But something we normally do and are going to get back going again is just really just super small groups, is just accountability groups, and it's almost like a testimony and sharing what you're going through and your dreams and things you're working on and struggling with. But it's like weekly, and you just you meet with them and just like you just tell what's going on in your life and like the true stuff, and it's really cool, and you just can really live through the world, the Lord, every week. So thank y'all.
We could have one or two more guys if anyone else.
I'll probably just say, just to start out.
Say your name.
Oh yeah, my name's TJ. I'm offensive lineman on the varsity team. But I'll just say, like, I've only been here for like about 3 weeks, in Austin. But I mean, the first time I came was 2 weeks ago, and it was just really cool. Like, all the guys were welcoming, like Evan and Zach, and I noticed all the football guys were going, so I know it was cool, and it turned out to be better than I expected. So I feel like every time after I get done with Bible study, I feel like a better person. And it's just cool to be with all the guys that I'm with all day, and really just like experience just talking with Christ and just trying to get like a connection level with him, and really just talking to him about everything that's going on. And if you want to talk to him about deeper stuff than that, that's on me. But I mean, it's really been fun for me. We play a lot of games and we connect on a level that most people don't. So, but it's been real fun. Like I said, I've only been here for 3 weeks, so but 2 or 3 times I came, I loved it. So I'm gonna start coming every week, and that's that.
All right. We can do one one last one if anyone wants to.
So y'all, I'm Keith. So I moved here about like about a little over a year ago. And the very first day I come out, Cade says, come out to my house this week. We have a Bible study going on. And I kind of still don't know. I mean, I met like Zane, Cade. I haven't met Chambers yet, but some dude named Rhett Gieske. That's all I knew. And I come to the Bible study that night, and I mean, none of the guys know me there. And the first thing we talked about was Zach's story. And first time I met him, he opened up. I mean, I probably knew him more than I knew most of my really good friends back in Katy that day. Just we all opened up. I would say something like, who was the first one to share? Nate. Blue. Blue was saying how we do our stories every day. I think those really, when you get to know somebody deeper than just getting to know them, kind of what their name is, what they do, it really carries on to more stuff around that you do in your life. Most teams in high school, I mean, they're on the same team, but how well they really know each other. I mean, for example, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the picture, but there's a picture about us in Southlake praying before the state game, and they're all split up around praying with like one or two of their buddies, and we're all one team praying together. So I mean, just seeing that and how well we connected through the Lord and we played the game for the Lord, I mean, I think that really helped us, and it just brings your brothers together better. Let's go. Thanks, man.
I'm Riley. So I'm pretty new to Young Life. I joined probably 2-3 months ago now, because I got an invite through some of my friends. One of them being Alec Ambrose back there. He invited me on a trip to Colorado that we went on this summer, and mostly I just heard Colorado. I was like, all right, I'm in. I'd never really been a part of Young Life before. I'd always been a Christian, but I'd never had sort of a community to share my faith with and grow stronger in my journey with the Lord. And immediately, I think it was you who said, man, if you're coming on the trip, you got to start coming to Young Life. And that broke me in. You said you'll feel right at home, and he was absolutely right. This group has been really amazing. We had like 14 guys that went on that trip, and we had some of the greatest conversations I've ever had. It was seriously so amazing how close we got together that week. Got to hear Zach say a lot of amazing stuff. He's been super supportive, and he's gotten us to a level in our bonds with each other, our bonds with Christ, that I never thought would be possible. I've seen so many different sides of all these dudes that I never thought I would see. And then just recently, probably about a month and a half ago, I started coming to the group of these guys, and it's been crazy. This team, they're so well bonded together. It's amazing to see what the Lord can do and bringing a team together and having them do great things for each other. It's super inspiring. I think y'all should all do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Gabe. I'm a sophomore at UT. I'm new to Young Life. I didn't have Young Life in high school, but what I definitely did have was Christian brotherhood, for sure. I'm from Houston. I went to an all-boys Christian school called Straight Jesuit. And I'd say going to a high school like that, above all, felt like being in a Christian fraternity for 4 years of high school. And it was an amazing thing, because I had committed Christian studs around me at all times who were keeping me accountable to my faith, were pushing me to grow in a countless number of ways. It was an amazing thing. And so the reason why I joined Young Life, I'm going to be leading the freshman Westlake group, hopefully with Blake, who some of y'all know. But the reason why I came here to do this was because I wanted to help pass on what I got out of high school for y'all. I think if there's one thing that's more valuable than anything that I put out of high school, it is that brotherhood. It's that brotherhood in Christ and unity. And some of the ways we're going to get to experience that is, A, through the sharing of our testimony. We're going to get to come to know each other very intimately, our journeys, to know how we got to where we are now in our faith, and where we can go in the day-to-day. It's spending time in the Word of God and Scripture, and it's having a blast with stuff like this, and with sports. And I know that with a lot of the seniors, there's a lot of guys in football together, and there's a lot of guys who are here today, freshman-wise, who are in football, but there are also some of the guys who are doing other sports. And so I just want to encourage y'all, it doesn't matter what sport the guy is playing, invite them out to this, because this is a brotherhood, and this is something that you should call on your other friends to share in. It's going to be something special. super pumped to get to know all of you better. Before y'all leave, make sure if you're a freshman, you introduce yourself to me. Tell me your name. Tell me the sport you're playing. I want to meet every single one of y'all. But yeah, excited to be here.
His number?
What's up, boys? I can see you again. My name's David. I lead sophomores. We already got a pretty big group going. They're my dogs. We have a good time. But if you are a sophomore that's here that hasn't come to Young Life before, hasn't gotten plugged in, and is generally just looking for a place to talk about the Lord, to learn His revealed word in the scriptures, and also just absolutely cool. Y'all are all starting to drive now. We can go out and do fun stuff. So, you are going to need to cling to what the Lord has for you, the joy and the peace, and the contentment that He can bring, but also just knowing that in those trials, He is with you all the way, and that can be totally seen through friendship and brotherhood that is based on Christ. And so if you want to get connected in something like that, we'd love to have you. We go to Pete Terry's and eat on Wednesdays. Sometimes we play basketball. Lots more coming this semester that we haven't done in the past, I'm stoked about. So yeah, if you are a sophomore that is here and you haven't met me, come find me right after this. I'll probably be hanging out with my guys. I'm hitting a deep V-neck right now. But yeah, come find me. I'd love to shake your hand, get to know you, and get you connected. But yeah, it's a pleasure, guys.
Croxton Sport Mode! Croxton Sport Mode, boys! It's going down. Alright, it's going down. How you feeling before the game?
I'm finna cook him. I'm finna cook him. It's easy money out here.
I watch his film every day in practice. I know this man every song. I know his releases.
I'm gonna cross him so hard his shoelaces come untied.
Oh! Alright, we're already in time! Hey, let's go no jamming this time. Pure speed.
Footwork, gentlemen. It is all about footwork. Oh, here we go. We are going. Oh, come here. Oh my goodness.
Oh! Alright. Let's run it back.
Can't jump. Cannot jump. Not a valid catch.
Not a valid catch.
You celebrate nothing.
Valid celebration. Invalid
Let's
catch.
hear it, boys! Let's hear it! Come on!
5, 4.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. This man's a pro.
Oh, yep. Oh my goodness! Rockabye baby!
Rockabye baby!
Too small!
Cuckoo gaga!
He said,
That's what they say.
oh my goodness.
Go!
Start moving! Start moving! And I want to maintain eye contact, something I haven't been able to do since 1947.
Find your partners, go!
Find him!
Come on, get visible!
I got over here. Wait, no, I got right here. These two right here. See ya. You're out of here. You're gone. You. Get out of here. Where's my stick? Where's my stick? Oh my gosh, I shocked him.
Get back in your circle. Faster!
Move! Quicker, gentlemen. Get a little back in your step. Hey, Raj, where's your stick there, brother?
Move it, boys, move it!
Let's get it moving.
All right, get physical.
Find it!
Oh my God.
I got right here.
I got right here. You guys, you're out.
You're out of
All right, circle back up. Circle back up.
Who will be the last two people standing?
All right, get him.
Elimination round! You're out of here! You're out of here! Y'all are good! Yeah, boys!
Let's go.
Where we at, Westlake? Hey!
Lock in.
it within yourself. Who wants those sunglasses? Ooh, ooh. You're out! You're out! It is dwindling down.
It's dwindling, boys. This is
Uh-oh.
it.
Who wants it most? It's going to come down to heart.
Who is going to let the Jackson 5 fuel them to a victory? Here we go. Get in your circles. Let's get
Easy as ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Yes. That jog, that's good. You might need to do that, gentlemen. Yes. Pick up the speed, gentlemen.
Go, go, go!
Yes. Come on, boys. Let's go. Right here. Right here. Right here. You are gone.
Paxton, Red and I were in. We just got
This was
knocked
the
out.
second to last one. Right here. Remember that movie with Ben Stiller in it?
Yep. I remember that movie.
Saw every second of it. My goodness.
Last movie I saw. Franklin. Get after it!
Find him! Find him! These two.
These two.
You're gone! You're gone!
Music started, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
This song is a much longer intro.
Uh-oh.
Who you guys got?
Find it,
We
Jack.
got blue!
Lock in, boys. Particularly, I want my sophomores to win, but I'm not going to let that bias get because I can't see anything.
What is happening?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Go,
Go.
club!
Oh.
Them. I think they're gone. The final two.
Oh my gosh, wait, let's get a... Are you bleeding?
Yes.
Look at
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Go, blue!
Yes.
That's right, we bleed for the gospel. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Get in your
You
circles.
heard.
We got strategizing. All right. Westlake Young Lions, I better hear it, okay? I want screams. I want everything. I could smell it. I'm just like a shark. Here we go. 3. We're going to begin.
Come on, let's hear it for him.
Come on, let's hear
I
it.
don't even want to hear the music. Oh my gosh. What is this?
Come on. Go.
Find him.
And the winners are...
The champions! I tell you what.
We're calling a redo? All right, we're redoing it. Run it back.
Redoing the final round. Yes. Fair and square, gentlemen. May the best one win.
That's blue.
Whoa, slow down. No. Okay. Oh! Okay. Switch it up.
Oh! The two winners will play.
All right, boys. Lose your mind if this whatever goes down. This is for it all.
Three, two. Oh! All right. So versus.
He's giving that his
Here we go. Oh, it's nice. Oh, this is such pure focus. Oh my gosh. And just like that.
I don't need no reaction. Good job, dude. Because that's expected. Yeah.
Expectation has been set. All right. Drop kick Murphys.
Here we go.
No, it's not. It is Kanye. Oh my goodness. Fingertips. He's doing that steak. He said, Uh-oh. He is clamped up right now. Oh, this is trouble. And just like that,
That's it.
we have our final. Good, starting that one beagle.
All right, here we go.
Man, was he lovable.
You gotta want it.
He's locked in.
I
no jamming at the line.
Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, come here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's got separation.
Oh. Whoa, let's keep our hands to ourselves.
Oh my gosh. No fly zone. Oh my goodness. Where is he going?
I've never seen
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Noggin. He needs something in the back. Oh, he's got separation. Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh my, he almost got that.
We're both second.
All right, we're gonna vote.
You just have to vote. I'll drive you to the store right now to get you the store and drop you off.
We're gonna vote.
You get I'm telling you, the biggest size. You get 2 of them.
Hey, all Slurpees aside. All Slurpees aside.
Big trust. Big trust.
I'm seconding Zach.
So we're.
Civilians, baby.
That's game.
What's for
They just
Zach?
voted against
There's one.
Let's go!
To give you some context, but I had a friend who went to A&M, and in my entire life, this is the only story I could think of where not being known was a good thing. So, you know, probably like many of y'all, he was a procrastinator, to say the least, and he signed up for this one class, and when he saw the syllabus, he was ridiculously excited for it because it said no attendance was taken at all, and at the end of the year, there's one test that's worth your entire grade. So he saw that and just got super excited and was like, yes, this is a blow-off class. I'm gonna put it on my calendar to like a month before I'll start studying for it. Well, never shows up to class, gets to the point where there's a month left and he forgets the class even exists. And he gets there and looks at his calendar and he's like, oh, I forgot I'm even in that class. And he started, he's like, all right, I should probably start studying. So he sat down, looked over the notes and was like, oh, this is easy. I'll start studying 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks happened, then 1 week left, and there's 7 days left. And so he's a little panicked, and he hadn't studied at all. And he gets there, and he sits down, and he's ready to go. And then one of his friends calls him, and he's like, hey, let's go hang out. So he leaves, and he goes and hangs out with his friends. 6 days left before the test. 5, 4, 3, until there's 2 days left. And he's like stressed out. Like there's no way he's going to study. And he sits down and for 15 hours he studies for this test straight. Like, I don't even know how you do that, but 15 straight hours just on pure adrenaline. Went to bed, woke up the next day, studied even more. And the test was at 8 a.m. in the morning. And he studied all the way till 4 a.m. at night. And was like, I'm just going to suck it up. I'm going to wake up at 7 and I'm going to show up to class. I'm going to be super tired and I'll crank this out. I'll pass the class. And after it's over, I'll take a massive nap, sleep in until 5, and it'll all be good. So he falls asleep at 4, sets his alarm, and as I've learned living with my roommate Evan, if you live with him, he's really good at pressing the snooze button, and you hear the alarm about 25 times in the morning. Luis knows, and so this guy, he had his alarm for 7 and was like, oh, class is 15 minutes away, I can hit the snooze. He hits it like 4 or 5 times, and then he just starts sleeping through it because he's so tired. And he wakes up 45 minutes into the class, and he wakes up and he's like just panicking, just throws all this stuff on, and sprints to class, sits down, grabs the test, and like takes as much as he can. And he only had 30 minutes to take the test, and then the test time was over. But it was a weird class because it was set up in a way where an hour and a half to take the test, and at the end, the professor would give a 30-minute lecture, and there was 200 people in the class. So he decided instead of standing up and turning in his test, he was going to take the risk and take the last 30 minutes to take the test because professor said if you don't turn your test in when the test time's over, I'm going to give you an automatic 0. So he takes a risk, he's halfway through the test. While the professor is teaching, he like sneakily finishes the rest of the test. And as he's walking out, there's like a table right here and the professor over there, and he's walking with his test and he like tries to like sneak it in like that. But the professor notices and calls him out, and he's like, "Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you had to turn that test in like 30 minutes ago." And my friend got a little bit feisty and a little bit clever at the same time. He looked back at his professor, and I don't know if I would have thought of this quick, but he looked back at his professor and he was like, "Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who I am?" And the professor looked back at him and was like, "No, I don't know who you are." And my friend looked at the professor and said, "Good." Opened up half the stack of tests of 200, put his in the middle, slammed it down, and just sprinted out. And 2 days later, he got an 87 and passed the class. So that's the only story I've ever heard where it was a good thing to not be known. But I'm going to rewind a little bit, and I'm going to go to my freshman year of high school when I went to Bowie. I came from Regents, a small school, and I went there. There's about 3,000 people there, and I didn't know anybody at all, which was pretty, some of y'all might be in the same position, but it was a little intimidating, but I was excited. And my hope going in was, I don't know anyone. I need to earn some friendships. I love playing basketball, and so my goal was I'm going to be really good at basketball, and that way people have a reason to like me, they'll respect me because of it. And so I put everything I had into basketball. And long story short, freshman year basketball didn't go the way I wanted. I didn't have the community or friendships I wanted. And it comes to this summer, and I remember sitting down in my room, and because I really wanted this super bad, and I wrote this letter that said, "Jesus, if you give me basketball in high school, then I'll follow you the rest of my life." And long story short, I was on JV my sophomore year, and was not going the way I wanted. And then all of a sudden, about 4 or 5 games into the season, it was halftime of a game, and I don't know if coach gave like a really good speech or something, but I was super hyped up for the second half. And so where those water bottle cases are, that's like where our door to the locker room is. And every single halftime, we'd always run out from the locker room, under the goal, out to the court, and the stands are right there. And so I'm jacked up. And at that point in my life, I touched the rim, but I never actually grabbed onto the rim. And so I ran out and I jumped up full of energy, and I grabbed the rim and surprised myself. And in front of everybody, the rim pulled me under and pulled my feet up, and I put my hands back to catch me, and I fractured my wrist, and I was out for 4 weeks. And like looking back, it was like my teammates thought it was really funny, because it was. But I remember being, and looking back, I think it's funny too. But I remember being so crushed, because my hope of like finding community and being liked through being good at sports, being good at basketball, just did not happen nearly the way I wanted. And I got really down for a month or two, and was in a really tough place. And I remember going to my dad's Jeep, and I sat there and I said, "Jesus, like I can't do this on my own. I'm gonna need you." And that's when I started following the Lord. And fast forward to the summer, I ended up meeting this guy named Tim Hagan, who was my Young Life leader when I was in high school. And we went on this backpacking trip to Colorado for a week, which was a blast. But on that trip, we got the chance to share our testimony in front of all of our friends and like say our life story, say things we're excited about, things that we struggle with. And I remember before the trip started, they said we were going to do that. And when they said we were going to share our story, like I got so nervous, because I didn't tell anybody up to that point. That was not something that I did, not something I was comfortable with. And I was about 6 months into walking with the Lord, but I got to share my story, and I was blown away, because from that point on, for the rest of high school, I had a group of guys I could walk with, and a group of guys I could trust, and I didn't have to be good at basketball. I didn't have to have some special talent or special skill, and I could show up. And each week I showed up, I didn't have anything to prove, and I just had a chance to go be with my friends. And because of that, like I was able to thrive and do so much better in every category of my life. And that's a huge reason. When I got to college, if y'all know anything about Young Life, Young Life is this mission where college students get to go to the high school, and y'all basically have these guys like I had in high school who changed my life, who will be with you and walk you through your 4 years and like give you a chance to have some amazing community and change your life in incredible ways. And so, because of the experience I had in high school, when I got to college, I was like, I 100% want to give back what's been given to me. And so I started leading, got to know a few guys, got to know Mason Spencer really well, his brother's here, and I got to know Cade and Grayson and a few other people like that. And for a couple years, it was just a really small group of guys. And then all of a sudden, I got a call from Cade, and we started leading this football Bible study, and we got to have an incredible year. We all got to share a testimony, and we ended up getting to go to the Virgin Islands in the summer and go on this crazy trip. But it's been one of the most like fulfilling things to have this huge community that we've had formed here, and I'm so thankful to so thankful to be a part of this. But I'm gonna pass it off now to a few other guys. If anyone wants to share, y'all are more than welcome. Anyone down? Everyone here, get out their phone.
Like my reset.
I ain't gonna do that. Everyone get out their phone and go to messages. And text my number. It's if you're interested in homecoming, 512-923-1529. Say that one more time. 512-923-1529. All right, if you're a freshman and you're trying to get in a group like this, like you just heard about, my man Gabe, who I think has something to say, will be your freshman leader, and I'll get him connected with y'all. And then David and his other leader, Brian Howell, is not here today, but David and Brian are sophomore leaders. And if you're juniors and seniors, then I'll get you plugged in with our group. But after Gabe speaks, I'm gonna pray us out, and we'll be good to go today. And then David,
How's it going, guys? I know y'all heard from a lot of guys already.
and I'll say, if you're junior, senior, do the same. Come up to me. But final thing I'll say is get your phone out one more time and text my number that I just had, 512-923-1529. Text me your name and your grade, and I'll get you connected with me or the other leaders. 512-923-1529. I know.